If you're a startup founder or a startup employee, your equity probably isn't going to be worth much. Let's talk about it. So, from a strictly venture capital side of things, right? Like when I invest in a company, I expect it to have a 1 out of 10 chance in succeeding. Even if I do proper diligence, I check every pathway. It's a 1 in 10 chance because things just go wrong that you can never anticipate, and you can't control markets, you can't control timing. 9 out of 10 times something goes wrong. As a startup employee, as a CEO, as a founder, you should have similar expectations. I mean, obviously, you should not be working on a problem, you should not be working at a team unless you believe that you are the 1 out of 10 that's going to succeed. But in 9 out of 10 cases, your equity is probably not going to be worth anything. It's not just that not every startup will get acquired or that it's hard to get to those stages. Even if you get acquired, common is at the bottom of the pref stack. And I've talked about that in another video, but it means that you may get washed out. VCs may have ratchets or things. You don't know how the financing mechanisms will necessarily work, especially if you're just an employee, not a founder. And this means that at the end of the day, your equity could get washed to just about nothing, especially after you factor in dilution and everything else on top of it, too, right? What that means is that you should pay yourself a fair wage, right? Like make sure that your comp actually is vaguely in line with market and that you're not getting underpaid and overworked. Similarly, if you're a CEO or if you have an opportunity as a startup employee, early employee, and you can take shares off the table, the VCs let you do that, it is a usually generally good advice to diversify and to take all of your stock interests, cash them out, put them in something that's a little bit more stable, a little bit less high risk. Obviously, if you're in your early 20s, I mean, hey, do what you want with your finances. This is not financial advice. I'm not a registered financial advisor. But that to say, it often can make sense to do some of those things because you should assume that that equity price is zero. And so if the equity price magically becomes, 50 cents and you think it could be $4, you should take some off the table at 50 cents, just like from a game theory perspective.